Okay, you're on level 8 of the mines?
Mine. So yeah, I got done mining.
Okay.
And so I did get a better sword. We last talked to you and said, are we on the thing yet?
Yeah. I just wanted to say hi to my chat.
I didn't know if I need to keep it clean.
Well, yeah, Nana, you gotta kind of keep it clean for terms of service on Twitch, but, you do you, boo, okay?
Okay. So anyway, I have spent 3 days with nothing. I haven't harvested anything. I just put everything in sort of draw your own. And I've been in the mines for 3 days.
Okay.
And it has improved. But when I did get to level 90, and then I saw what that sword could do, and it had, and I was like, oh, yeah. And then I also discovered that in my box, I messed up early on and wasn't really creeping all the recipes in year 1.
Oh, like watching TV to get the cooking recipes and stuff?
Right.
I see.
I didn't see the point. Now, then later on I did, that I need those recipes for different things. Anyway, but because I am such a great farmer and I'm so rich.
You're so rich. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting.
$4.8 million.
4.8 million. Okay.
And I have a cycle going that trips me about 200,000 every 7 to 10 days.
So,
yeah. So anyway, I buy my food cabin.
Okay. Okay. One second, I gotta grab the dog. The dog's barking. So you're buying what from the cabin? What are you buying?
Well, I buy things to eat. The corn cob soup and the spicy eel. Some of these things that I have some baked since, because of what I've looked at online, and I've been playing it now for several months, right? So that these things, some of these dishes carry extra things like luck and defense, and not just healing and health.
Right.
Because I didn't even eat my first couple of years. I was like, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you didn't eat any food because it didn't matter to buff elephant.
Yeah. And foraging.
Right.
And scratching around.
Scratching out a living in the wilderness.
And trying to get that
cinder sap forest
finished. Best thing I did was do the vault room first and got a bus going to the desert. That was best, but I made other mistakes, like not collecting the recipes. So the last time I went live, I got almost 95. And I'm learning I'm making those bombs. I'm learning to drop the bombs and then start running away so that bomb doesn't take my health and energy. And then go back and fight them when they're diminished. But also, I've been eating like the spicy eel and different things that it really does help your fighting. Especially when you get you have bats coming at you and little goblins and black ghosts, all that stuff. So,
those little goblins are a lot easier to hit when you have eaten some food that increases your attack power or your critical hit and things like that. So that's one reason why I like to eat the food. And some of the recipes that I got that are better weren't necessarily from watching TV, but were given to me by villagers that I had befriended. And the more you befriend them, the more often they'll send you a letter in the mail with a gift. And sometimes sometimes it's crap. Like, what's his face? George sends me rocks all the time, which is it's like, thanks. I gave you 50 leeks or whatever for your birthday, and you gave me 30 rocks. Thank you very much. But sometimes it'll be a recipe for like omelet with leeks or whatever. So
right, I'm getting some of that in the mail.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna do, I haven't studied any of my recipes yet.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I've discovered that there's real value in some of those recipes, see, you got to show me first before I go off and put a lot of emphasis.
Okay.
So now that I know, it would be because I've got a bunch of eels sitting in one of my chests, and I can make some spicy eels.
Yeah.
Without even having to go fishing, I could make 5 or 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that would be good, and especially at the latter stages of this mine, because it just seems like there's the possibility of getting ambushed in some places. How far? I know I could Google it, so I'm just going to ask you. So does a mine go down to 120 or 150?
To my knowledge, it goes down to 120.
Good.
Okay.
I'm at 90.
Okay.
So I'm getting there.
Okay. You're like, I could Google it, but you just tell me, Andy. Just tell me what it is, okay?
Tell me what it is. I don't need to go Google it. So that's good. So I'm at level 90. What do you think? Is there any other advice that you can give me besides maybe making some good recipes that also carry knockback and defense and luck and stuff like that, instead of just taking like cauliflower or field snack treats? That's what I was taking.
Just of raw vegetables and field snacks.
Yeah,
I would say coffee is a handy one to have.
Well, but it doesn't really give you anything to do.
It gives you speed, which can come in really handy if you're just like overwhelmed and are like, I just need to get the heck out of Dodge and get back to the ladder and escape. Or just run faster. So like if you said, remember you said you were getting better at combat of like running in and stabbing them a little bit and then running back away. Well, if you're faster than they are, you can get out of range a little bit faster. So it's not the best thing to take, but like you said, if you've run out of your spicy eel, it's a good little extra thing to have around.
Does it last very long? Because it just says it gives you, I don't know, energy and speed,
It gives you like one speed, but you can also make a bunch of it. I put my coffee beans in my greenhouse, like a whole bunch of them, until I had like several hundred coffee beans, and then I just put them all in kegs and then made several hundred coffee really fast. And then voila, now I have a lifetime supply of coffee for a long time.
Oh, I may try that because I've got a bunch of I've been growing beans, and I just have, and I started making some coffee, and then I kind of backed away because I was like,
I know it doesn't give
that would really help me because it wasn't worth much.
And it doesn't give a lot of, I know when you make it into coffee, it doesn't give a lot of energy or health. And it doesn't. It's mostly just for a quick speed boost. But there's also other foods that you can eat that have a speed boost. So all I'm saying is don't discount speed as a buff. Because, attack power and critical defense or whatever is all real sexy sounding for combat. But sometimes you don't need to be stronger than them. You just need to be faster than them.
Get me
out of here!
Get me out of here! What? Shit. I'm in a senior moment. Oh, didn't mean to say that.
It's okay, Mom.
I'm going to ask you something, and then, boom, it's not there. If it was something along the line of this, so when you hit X, I guess it is, to sort of pull up your inventory to the place that you can eat something, or I don't know. Anyway, I've done that a couple times in battle, and it helps me because it helps me just stop for a minute and not feel so
rushed. Right.
Rushed. But then, of course, when you hit the button back, you're right in the middle of it, but because I've been in the middle of these battles sometimes where there's incoming overhead from the bats,
Mm-hmm.
and then those little bouncy guys are all around you, or one of these bouncy guys with a ghost or something like that.
You
and
mean the dust mites?
Going anywhere.
Yeah, the dust mites. Is that what you're talking about? They're black little soot balls, or the slimes?
Well, the little black little footballs.
Okay.
Are the little bouncy guys, but then
the little bouncy guys.
You know how the ghosts are green?
Yeah.
And they kind of float around. Well, down the lower mines, I guess they don't float around, but they're tall, shaped like that ghost character, and they're black.
Oh, they look like Krobus in the sewers. They're like they're goblins, apparently. I think is what they're called.
All right. Well, they're nasty.
They're nasty. They're nasty. We don't like them.
I don't like them.
Don't like them. Mm-mm. Well, we don't like them. So we want to make sure that you got a better sword. Do you know what kind of sword you have?
I do. I have. I'll open this up. I'll put it on pause while I was talking to you.
Okay, let me catch up with my chat. Let's see. It's Goose Baby said, I'm doing an art stream right now. So it's another streamer, a friend of mine, and they said that they're drawing a wiener dog selling hot dogs, but it looks rather empty. And do we have any suggestions to help out their art stream?
Is that in Stardew?
No. It's another streamer. They're drawing a picture right now, and they're taking suggestions on what to draw. And so far, they have a wiener dog selling hot dogs. And I thought you would appreciate this since we've had wiener dogs like our whole life.
Oh, I know. I'm just thinking of patches. And so something to add to the scene or the creation.
Right.
Well, first off, I'd say put that dog on its butt.
Put that dog on its butt. Oh, yeah, so it sits up like a squirrel.
When our wiener dog would sell wieners, he sat on his butt. She sat on her butt.
She sat on her butt. She would be begging for food.
Yes, she wouldn't have sold those dogs.
She'd have been eating them. So maybe that's a good tip. This wiener dog salesperson, has one hot dog out for the customer, but has like 9 of them hanging out of her back pocket, like she's taking the rest home.
Well, but she could have wiener dogs in line to buy her wieners.
Many.
They could be sitting on their butts like they're walking up to the thing.
Oh, I like that. Instead of just, on all fours, but have them sit up, or do that little squirrel thing. That's so cute. I love it. And then Bear Champ says, hi, Mama No Scopes. Hello. Okay, so you are, you were going to tell me what kind of sword you have.
Yes. Tell you what kind of sword.
Because
I have an OBDIAN edge.
Obsidian.
Yeah. And it's got a 30 to 45 damage, -1 on the speed, but a +10 critical power.
So it's really, it's like a really.
That sounds sexy to me. I don't care. That critical power. They had me at critical power.
That is sexy. Just be aware that you might have noticed that it swings a little bit slower because it's a big, heavy sword.
It does, but you know what? It packs a punch. And also, I had gotten just before that this other kind of sword, which they said it will knock people back, but it's a heavy swing. And I haven't tried it yet. Sort of a mallet-shaped thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, the mallet. See, I like to be quick. I like to get in there and stab them and then get back out. Or if I can, use my slingshot from range and don't even get close.
That's what I'm doing down into the mine. I figured out how to load. I did get the recipe for the explosive ammo.
Okay, cool.
And so I've loaded my slingshot. I've never used it before with explosive ammo down there, but I'm going to. I used to throw rocks at my trees and stuff when I was practicing.
Oh, yeah.
I got it down.
Okay.
never destroyed anything, so I knew it wasn't worth taking that into the mine because everything just laugh at me. Now I've got explosive bombs. I'm going to go down there and throw some stuff at them.
Thank you. I hear you trying so hard not to curse.
Some stuff.
So some stuff at them. We're going to throw some stuff at them. That's right. Just way to go, Nana. Okay, so let's see.
In the meantime, before I go down into the mine, I'm going into my little house.
Okay.
And I'm harvesting peach wine because I was out of starfruit wine. But my crop came in, so now I'm going in there, harvesting peach wine, putting in my starfruit wine. I'll get a good little bump peach wine and pomegranate wine I have going in between the starfruit, and then when the starfruit comes to fruition, and dadgummit, I just ate one of them. I hate when I do that.
You ate one of your starfruit?
Yes, because I'm a big dummy, and I get excited, and I just want to get it all put in there, and then I'm going too fast.
It happens to the best of us. You know, I've watched streams with pro players that use their pickaxe on their crops and do all kinds of things. And you're like, God dang it! You know, that's just Stardew Valley things that we can all commiserate.
And it gives you the option, but it says do you want to eat this? Yes or no. But if you're going too fast because you're just you're trying to be repetitive and doing this, you just hit and it's like, yes, I want to eat you.
I want to eat.
Slow down, Candace.
Oh, yes, I feel ya. I'm loading up my game now, and I haven't played on this save in a while because I've been playing on my Switch to just play during, while I'm riding the bus or when I'm whatever. And so now I'm jumping back into this game that I haven't played in a week or two, and I'm like, I don't know why don't I have any money? And where is all
Which I wasn't doing that. You know what? You can get married, and maybe he would continue to work it while you're not there.
Does he do that? Hey, stop.
I don't think he does. Also, okay, switch topics now. I'm thinking about getting married.
I was gonna say, who's it gonna be though? Because I think you were kind of romancing a couple of people in town.
Yeah, well, I've got a couple people, but Elliot does. Elliot's the one that's truly at 8. I've got several that are 7 and 6.
Okay.
I can bump them up real quick because I gave them time. Anyway, but I like Elliot. He's a romantic. It says that he'll make a good husband, that he'll pay attention to the animals, which I could use a little help on the farm with the animals.
With the animals, yeah.
The animals. And so for that, just because he's good looking and would take care of give the
livestock
some attention would make him worthwhile having around.
Okay.
I was thinking. And I've never done it. I know you played Sims, and you've had complete lifetimes and generations.
Yes.
And, you must have enjoyed that. I mean, that's pretty much the premise of Sims, right? To just build families and have careers.
Mm-hmm. Although it depends on who you talk to, because I remember being in my youth talking to somebody, some guy trying to hit on me at the coffee shop or whatever. Maybe he was just talking to me normally, but I was like, he's like, oh, you like to play video games? That's cool. What kind of games do you like to play? You probably like to play The Sims. And I was like, well, yeah, but it's rude of you to just assume. Come on. I was like, yes.
Because my handle used to be Gamer Girl, and I went to not Comic-Con. What was that?
Oh, Penny Arcade Expo, and I was a Omega Knot and competed in a competition with.
That's right. Damn it! I'll take anything thrown at me.
But it is true.
Girl.
But this person was like, "Oh yeah, and I've played The Sims too," and I was like, "Oh, okay, well, great. What did you, how did you like The Sims? Because I'm ready to launch into like a 4-hour diatribe of my whole legacy family of like generations of drama. And he's like, well, I finished it in a weekend. And I was like, finished it? You don't finish The Sims. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you finished it? And he's like, well, I made a sim. He made one single male sim, and then he worked his way from 1 through level 10 of his career, and then was like, I'm done.
Oh, he didn't even attempt a family.
No, he didn't do a family. He didn't, be like, well, now that I've done that career, I'll do another career, or like, do something different, because you could. There's, I was just like I am right now. I was like flabbergasted. Like that's
and plus you build houses and you model and you take care of kids and all that. So, okay, so what do you think about in Stardew Valley?
Okay, what do I think about?
Do you think that it would get old having an extra person in your house and maybe some kids, and then you want to just divorce them and send them all away?
Send them all away. I don't know because
I feel kind of bad if I did that, but at the same time, I can only take so much meddling.
I don't know what the family and kids are like in Stardew Valley, except that I just know that they exist. I don't know. Oh.
Well.
But I wish I could tell you.
But I will tell you this. I've already bought a pendant. At the level where I could get a pendant from the old mariner. Are you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just having some stream difficulties. I don't. 1 second. Let me try something.
Let me tell you this.